In today's video I'm gonna give you 10 fish that you should never eat for their specific reasons that I'm gonna explain today in this specific video. Fish can serve as either a power food or inflammatory toxic nightmare for your body, all depending on what fish you choose. That's why it's so important to pay attention and avoid the fish you should never eat. It's incredibly important to get ample omega-3 fatty acid, and certain fish can serve as potential sources. Due to issues like mining, sewage, and fossil fuel emissions, however, heavy metals like mercury and plastic wind up in the water and build up in our fish. Unfortunately, low-level mercury poisoning from contaminated seafood is a real threat and can lead to devastating effects on our health. And usually when you think about those fish, probably the mercury is number one problem with all the fish that we can consume and can end up in our body, and that is really not a good thing. As we all know, how toxic is for our body, one of the reasons why some fish should be eaten less is precisely their catch. Because unfortunately we managed to almost exterminate a large number of the fish. But the greatest agent of human is mercury in the fish. The first fish you want to avoid is tilapia. It has large amount omega-6 fatty acid, which is large quantity have inflammatory effect on our body. Avoid this fish, especially if it was bought in China. You will definitely want tilapia on your menu. Second fish that I really want to recommend you that do not eat them, if you can must avoid them, is something called eel. Unfortunately, good quality organic eel is good for our body, but right now we know that eel easily accumulated not just mercury, then other toxic compounds in their body, and usually when we eat eel we can get a much worse, especially for toxic poisoning. In the third phase is the farm salmon. In many cases it contains large amount of harmful chemicals and promotes insulin resistance, problem with the heart and the brain. In general, when we think farmed salmon should be avoided. Wild-caught salmon is excellent, but farmed salmon should be avoided many times. The next thing you should avoid is the swordfish. This is fish that easily accumulates mercury and the parasites and other harmful heavy metals. Another type of fish that easily accumulates heavy metals is king mackerel and should be avoided. It also can be found under the name Spanish mackerel. Research shows that it often had high concentration of mercury in its composition and that is very should be avoided. There is also some fish that is called blue vein tuna. This tuna usually also can easily accumulate those toxic chemicals, and when people eat this kind of tuna, usually or in many times can get affected with the toxic chemicals. This type of fish often caught illegally and is full of toxic metal. I will recommend also you avoid fish called marlin. Many times it contains large amount of mercury and should be avoided. Also, something called Chilean sea bass, actually named the Patagonian toothfish. Seafood distributors started marketing this deep sea predator fish as Chilean sea bass because it sounded less intimidating. Aside from overfishing, its high mercury level and also problematic. Furthermore, harvesting the fish from the Chile, it also plagued by poor management and bycatch problems. That is called Pangasius or swai fish. Right now pops a lot in the modern restaurant in United States and Europe. But there is a very big problem about this fish. This fish also is called imported bassa or swai or tri-striped catfish, often labeled as catfish. What that you're likely getting is called Pangasius or swai fish, a much cheaper alternative. A 2016 study found 70% to 80% of Pangasius samples were contaminated with Vibrio bacteria, the microbes behind most cases of shellfish poisoning. Additionally, aside from destroying important river fish and wetlands, this fish factory farming method results in fish swimming in the waste and the sludge. They are also commonly treated with a broad range of antibiotics in addition to pesticide and disinfectants. That's why this fish that I was recommending you today, if you find it in your store or maybe in the restaurant, you must avoid it, of course, if they are from these sources, as I tell you right now. If you want to know what are the best meat that you can eat right now, click on this window right here. Thank you for following me. See you next time. Bye bye.